All-Star Wrestling today, something you've not seen before, at least not on television, unless you've been out to the actual matches. A six-man tag team match. And we're going to start it off today with a six-man tag team match and with a little bit of a twist because it really won't be a six-man tag. It'll be kind of a five-man tag. Now, that sounds a little confusing. Here's what's happened. We had a six-man tag team match lined up for you, but one of the contestants is going to be Big John Baker. And, of course, if you've got Big John Baker on anybody's side, that's good for two. So they're going to call it a handicap match, and we're getting all set to go. The wrestlers are in the ring, so we'll go up to the ring right now and introduce them to you. Looking at you can see looking across the rope right there, that is Diamond Timothy Flowers from Fire Island, New York, 245 pounds. And his brother, Precious Peter Flowers, also from Fire Island, New York, at 250 pounds. And their partner from Hollywood, California, Rick Patterson. Rick Patterson, 230 pounds. And in the opposite corner, for our six-man tag elimination, as I say, a six-man becoming a five-man, and you can see why when you look at the background. There is Big John Baker. Big John Baker from Calgary, Alberta, 465 pounds. And his partner from Macomb, Georgia, Randy Rich. Randy Rich at 220 pounds. So as we said, a six-man tag elimination. It's actually a five-man handicap match. What we're going to have to call this one. And, of course, you can see why. There is Big John Baker. Big John Baker. Look at that. One-handed on Rick Patterson. Patterson there, our brother Baker, never even used his right hand. Unbelievable strength from this guy. 465 pounds. He's 6'3" tall. Big John Baker said he's going to come to All-Star Wrestling to clean it up. Now, one of the guys he's been looking forward to having a little match with is Diamond Timothy Flowers. So as you can see, Baker's not even getting a sweat worked up here with Patterson because the guy he wants is Flowers. Here's Rick Patterson trying for the headlock. He's got a headlock on him. Baker just tosses him off. Have you ever seen a guy like this, Big John Baker? There have been some big fellas in wrestling before. John's not the first one, but he's certainly one of the bigger ones. Top it all off, I have to say he's a very nice fellow as well. Vern Siebert's the referee for this match. 1 minute time limit on this five-man handicap match. Really is a six-man tag. As I say, John Baker making up for two. Precious Peter Flowers, obviously the brother of Diamond Timothy. Now in the ring, trained by Diamond Timothy. He's only in his second year of professional wrestling. And already Flowers is doing some complaining about something. I'm not too sure what it is. But he does not like Big John Baker being in the ring. Now Flowers is coming in, and just at the time that Baker is going out, Randy Rich gets the tag, and here comes Diamond Timothy Flowers. Flowers out throwing a hard right hand. And Randy Rich is in dangerous territory. Getting over into it. Oh, look at him go. Randy Rich. Diamond Timothy Flowers threw him hard enough that he actually got stopped by the rope. Otherwise, he would have been right out of the ring. And Diamond Timothy Flowers. He caught Randy Rich coming off the ropes, but just about ran into Big John Baker.
Okay, outside. Hey,
quick tag. Flowers is out, but of course, Precious Peter, you can see working on him in the corner. Precious Peter on the outside of the ring. Flowers tags Patterson. Patterson in the ring now. Working on Randy Rich. 20-minute time limit in this six-man tag team match, or five-man handicap, whichever you want to call it. And Vern Siebert now asking Rick Patterson to stop using the thumb. Put a thumb in the throat of Randy Rich. And Rich was going to try and hang on the way over there. See if he couldn't bring up Patterson. That didn't work out too well. You've heard us talk about six-man tag team elimination matches on All-Star Wrestling before, but we've never really had the opportunity to bring them to you. So we thought that we'd give you an opportunity to see how a six-man tag goes. Patterson with an armbar on Randy Rich. You can hear the fans in the studio audience here on Randy Rich's side by far. Go, Randy, go. Right about now, Rich would just like to be able to go over to the other corner and bring in Big John Baker. And now Patterson is tagged off to Diamond Timothy Flowers. And Diamond Timothy, I think, doing a little protection of his brother, Precious Peter, not really getting an opportunity to get into this match at all. Randy Rich taking a fair bit of abuse here from Diamond Timothy Flowers. Now, Diamond Timothy at 245 pounds, Rich at 220. And Diamond Timothy Flowers asking Siebert to see whether Rich was going to submit. Flowers does a takedown via the hair. And tags off to Precious Peter. Here comes Precious Peter Flowers. Precious Peter, of course, also from Fire Island, New York. And this guy, Precious Peter, is something else. You'll see what I mean a little later on. And take a look at this. Referee Vern Siebert being sidetracked beautifully by Diamond Timothy Flowers. And now being sidetracked by Rick Patterson as they work on Rich in the corner. Precious Peter throwing the punches and Diamond Timothy keeping the rope tight. Vern Siebert has got his hands full of this one. Siebert doing the best job he can to try to control the situation, but there's one of him and 5 wrestlers. Randy Rich throwing a hard right hand at Diamond Timothy. And, of course, Diamond Timothy saying, "What, me? I'd never do a thing like that." Quick tag. Here comes Rick Patterson. And, of course, you can see Flowers hangs on to Randy Rich. Randy Rich really taking a good share of abuse here, as he's not been able to get over and tag partner Big John Baker. And, of course, I suppose if you look at it the other way around, that's good scientific wrestling from the Mafia corner. They know very well that they do not want Big John Baker back in the ring. And the way to prevent that is to prevent Randy Rich from getting in the tag. But look at Rich. Now, we've seen this guy explode before. Randy Rich gets over the corner, quick tag. Here comes Big John Baker. And Rick Patterson does not like this at all. Wasn't counting on that one, but look at this. Flowers coming into the ring now. They got everybody now all in the same corner as Big John Baker. He's just working that shoulder on the both of them. He had Flowers and Patterson both into that corner. And Rick Patterson, he wasn't too sure what he was doing. He got up out of that corner and walked right into Baker. The crowd loves it. It's this guy, Baker, really making himself well known. Now, he's not been around the All-Star Wrestling circuit that long, but already he's getting a reputation. Rick Patterson on the rope. Big John Baker gonna move him around a little across the ring, back the other way. And watch this, Flowers now. Diamond Timothy climbing the rope. Climbing the rope, but Baker had no problem picking him off from there. Flowers is going to head to the corner. Diamond Timothy Flowers gets right out of the ring. I've not seen Flowers move that fast in a long time. And once again, look at this guy, Baker. Looks like running into a brick wall. Big John Baker. Crowd just loves this one. Baker tags off. Here's Randy Rich. Rich on Patterson. Now he's got Patterson in an armbar. Bringing that around into a hammerlock. And Randy Rich is mad, as you can probably see. He's going to take advantage of the situation as best he can. Randy Rich going to see now whether he can get a submission out of Rick Patterson. Patterson crawling over to the rope, got his hand on the rope. And that, of course, will force Randy Rich to break the hold. And Randy Rich picks up Patterson by the hair. See that very often. And Patterson does one more on the tailbone. Rick Patterson took a fair share of abuse there from Big John, and now Randy Rich is flying. Rich just has to be careful not to get back into that corner. We're 10 minutes away, the halfway mark. 10 minutes in this 20-minute time limit. Six-man tag elimination match. Rick Patterson, you can't see him here, but Rick Patterson is actually out of the ring down on the side. He's hurting after that, really hurting. Not even up on the apron. And you can hear the fans. They're working on Cry Baby Flowers. Of course, what they're referring to there is that Flowers took off out of that ring in one big hurry as soon as he saw Big John Baker. Six-man tag elimination. These are great matches. And Randy Rich now at the mercy of Diamond Timothy Flowers. Rich has had several matches with Flowers, and he's not been able to beat him. And look at this. They got Randy Rich in the corner, upside down, and referee Vern Siebert is having an argument with Diamond Timothy Flowers. Look at Randy Rich in the meantime. Rick Patterson and Precious Peter Flowers. They are going to annihilate this guy. Finally, Siebert gets a look at the situation, but I don't know whether he can do anything about it now. I'm not too sure whether... Well, he can. I was going to say whether Randy Rich could even get up after that. I don't know how he managed to do it. Patterson putting the body slam on Randy Rich. Good wrestling action here. Pleased that we had the opportunity to bring you one of these matches. 20-minute time limit on this handicap match. And right now, Randy Rich is in trouble again. He's in that wrong corner. Precious Peter Flowers going to try to make sure he stays over there. Randy Rich, as you can see, is really taking his share of the abuse. Precious Peter Flowers, once again, one more time with that hard right hand. He's just going to dive on. Trying to go for the cover. I will call that one a one count, I guess, as referee Vern Siebert got kicked over in the melee as well. Precious Peter Flowers is 255 pounds. All he was trying to do is just, and he does, bring it back over into the corner. Gets the tag away to Patterson. Oh, and Randy Rich counters that one beautifully. Very well done. Some boxing moves here from Randy Rich as he countered that punch. And right now, Randy Rich gets a 2 count on Patterson. Flowers picks him off. Flowers literally picked him off. Randy Rich, a flying drop kick. Rich can really do that. That man is uncanny the way he wrestles. When he gets going, he literally flies. The tag off to Baker, and the crowd love it. You can hear it when Baker comes in. Big John Baker. About to send Rick Patterson to the moon. Across the ring, look at this. Once again, Big John Baker just picks up Patterson. I'm not too sure what's going on now. We got Randy Rich on top of Baker. He dives on him, and it's over. 1, 2, 3. Randy Rich wins it. Randy Rich and Big John Baker. That gets the 1, 2, 3, and you can see referee Vern Siebert. And the crowd love it, just love it, as they were the handicap group. Randy Rich and John Baker winning our first 6-man tag or 5-man handicap match, whichever way you want. It will be our third match of the day, as we've had a relatively long match in the 6-man tag team situation. So this match will be a duration match at All-Star Wrestling. Getting set to go in the ring right now is Mike Dupree. Mike Dupree from Sioux City, Iowa, the cousin of Randy Rich. He's known as Wildfire Mike Dupree. And he'll be up against a fella called The Spoiler. The Spoiler, 7 years in professional wrestling, weighs in at 255 pounds. He's 5'11". I'm sorry, that's about all we know about this guy, The Spoiler. I can tell you that he's a very methodical wrestler. The Spoiler and Wildfire Mike Dupree. A duration match. Wildfire Mike Dupree. As I said, the cousin of Randy Rich.
1, 2,
The Spoiler, as we've said before, from parts unknown. He will not tell us where he's from.
Look out the road. Come on, break.
And the Spoiler taking a hard right from Wildfire Mike Dupree. Incidentally, I'd like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you for all of the people who have sent so much mail to All-Star Wrestling. We love getting your letters. Frankly, I certainly enjoy them. I know that the wrestlers enjoy them. And if you've got a moment and would like to drop a line, you can drop a line along to All-Star Wrestling, Post Office Box 8888, Vancouver, BC. We certainly enjoy getting those letters. And certainly you can send them along to yours truly, Ed Carl, or send them along to any one of your favorite wrestlers. We'll pass them along for you. That's Post Office Box 8888, Vancouver, BC, All-Star Wrestling. Wildfire Mike Dupree, back body drop from the Spoilers. And the Spoiler going for a quick cover, only manages to get a 1 count as Dupree kicks out.
Hey, come on out of the corner right now. Hey, come on.
Wildfire Mike Dupree. There's the address that we're talking about, All-Star Wrestling, at Post Office Box 8888, Vancouver, BC, the zip code B6B4A3. B6B4A3. Certainly do appreciate the mail that comes along. And, of course, if you'd like to attend a videotaping of All-Star Wrestling, the same address, drop us a note. The tickets are free to come out to the videotaping at the studios of British Columbia Television in Burnaby, B.C. If you're going to be in town and would like to attend, would like to give us a little advance notice, so we have to get your mail first and then send them out to you. We'd be pleased to send you tickets. Wildfire Mike Dupree working with the boots on the Spoiler. Mike Dupree, as we said, from Sioux City, Iowa. He's only in his second year of professional wrestling. Already starting to make a name for himself.
No. He says no.
Dupree hoping that he was going to get a submission from the Spoiler. I don't think that he's going to be that lucky. And Mike Dupree pulling on the mask. Fans love that. They'd like to see that mask come off. And actually, Mike Dupree had it all right there, but the Spoiler was reaching up and starting to pull on the beard of Mike Dupree. Referee Vern Siebert trying to get him to break away from the ropes. Back the other way, a back body drop, and you can see what Mike Dupree was trying so hard to do, but no way could he move him. This guy, the spoiler, is at 255 pounds, a pretty big boy. Dupree had the right idea. There, he finally got it. Finally managed to do it, but couldn't hang on to it. And Dupree had to really work for that one. Did manage to get a 2 count, but couldn't put it away. This is a duration match. Normally on All-Star Wrestling, we have enough time to bring you 4 matches, but of course with a 6-man tag at the beginning of our show today, it does not enable us to bring you 4. Certainly that was a super match. Well worth it. Cross the other way, and you can see what Mike Dupree was trying to do. Going to work the back body drop. And on the spoiler, this guy, the spoiler, has been 7 years in professional wrestling. He's got a little more experience on the ball for that one. And you can see why right there as he quickly moves out of the way. Tries for the cover. And Dupree manages to kick out. Dupree across the ring. And look at this. He was trying to work it out. Actually, at this point, it looked like the spoiler might have turned that into a stretcher. He just can't hang on. Dupree is having a problem trying to complete the hold. In a kind of a standoff here. Trying for a submission. You can see the referee, Vern Siebert, checking carefully. Mike Dupree in command of the situation here of the spoiler. You can see referee Vern Siebert asking him whether he's going to give up, and the crowd answered yes. But the spoiler sure did not. And Dupree couldn't hang on to that, and the spoiler working his hand in there looked an awful lot like a choke from here. Doing it again, and referee Vern Siebert counting at him. Not able to do an awful lot about it, though. And that didn't work out. I'm not too sure what happened there, but the spoiler hurt his foot somehow. Something went wrong with that one. And Dupree worked a little choke action himself. Complete with working his thumb in there as well. And there's the bell. The match is over. If we can just get him to break it up at this point. You're going to see referee Vern Siebert pulling them apart. We're going to call it a draw. It is a draw, according to referee Vern Siebert. We'll get down to ringside. See if we can't have a word here with Mike Dupree. Mike Dupree, and